restaurant, convention center, that it will be successful in Aurora. Now, he's a business person that's been doing this for well over 20 years, 30 years. Me, as the mayor of the city of Aurora, I've got to listen to him because he's got skin in the game. It's his money and his risk that he's taking. Yes, the city's taking a risk as well, but he's taking the biggest risk as the business person. And because he has a relationship with the city, he's been here for over 30 years, there's no reason why I wouldn't believe that what he says is true. And if we could pull a plan together to make that happen, there's no reason we shouldn't. Leadership, strong leadership. You said we need oversight. We need somebody that's going to make sure that when we make a plan, we implement and execute this plan, that we have oversight to make sure that this plan actually works and continues to work. And accountability. This is what you said over 15 years ago. The local government, the business community has to be accountable to its citizens and accountable for everything we do. If we're accountable, if we work toward this vision of greatness that we all have, if we seize the future, not just today, but the future 10 years down the line, and 10 years down the line from that, then we will achieve that greatness in Aurora that we all dream of. You said this 15 years ago. Now it's time to get a leader in place that recognizes the importance of the business community, recognize the importance of taking risks and working with our partners that have been here for decades, and trusting and believing in them when they say that we can be successful. It's time to elect a leader to the city of Aurora that understands business, that understands government and how business and government should work together, and is willing to work with the city to do the most important thing, not just create a plan, words on a piece of paper, but to execute that plan. I want to be that mayor for the city of Aurora. I've known many of you, over the last decade, some of you closer to that last couple of decades. And you've known me, you've seen me, you've seen what I'm about. I've been sitting next to Tom Weisner, who, I'm not gonna lie to you, is gonna be big shoes to fill. He's created an infrastructure and foundation in Aurora that now we have to build on. We have the public improvements, we have the police department, we have the parks, we have the streets that have been improved, we have the bridges, we have the expressway ramps. Now we have to capitalize on those things. We have the fiber optic network, 50 miles that runs through the city, that can make us a regional leader in communications. Now we have to capitalize on that. Create a plan and execute. Plan without execution, just words on a piece of paper. The only thing I don't see in this document, and I'm not saying that you guys left something out, but the only thing I don't see on this that is just important that a mayor has to be involved in and affects the city as well, but doesn't necessarily involve business, is education. And the reason I say that's important is because we know that people move in and out of a community based on the effects of a school district. So not only does the mayor have to be directly involved with business and growing the city economically, they have to be involved in education as well to make sure that we can have that successful workforce development. So we can have school districts that will attract the people into the city that want to live, work, and play here. Because all of our businesses, all of them, rely on people. Without the people to partake in whatever we're selling, whatever we're doing, just doesn't seem to work. So we've got to make sure that we as a city and as the business community take care of our citizens and treat them as our customers. All of this business, good education, all affects the tax rate and the tax burden that our homeowners feel every day here in Aurora. It all works together simultaneously. Education, business, reduction in taxes. We need a strong leader that recognizes the connection, which I believe you called in your plan connectivity. Realizes the connectivity between all these different areas. Can bring them all together, create a plan with you. Follow the plan you made over 15 years ago. And execute that plan. Not just one time, continually, year after year, so we can have cohesion and synchronization in how we make this connectivity with everything we do in the city of Aurora. I don't want to take up too much of your time. And if any of you have, and too much more of your time, if any of you have any questions for me, I feel free to ask me. I'll be happy to answer. But I would love to be the next mayor of Aurora, so we could all work together, so we can implement your plan, we can execute your plan, and we can make Aurora the city we all know Aurora can be. Thank you.